You can always pause this to read it. Please take the time to subscribe to all these channels. They're really great channels. You'll learn a lot. I just get tired of typing all this stuff all the time, and that's why I'm recording it. Hey everybody, it's Mark again. It's Christmas Eve. I got another clock I want to work on. I hope everybody's gonna have a good Christmas tomorrow. I just remember that life could always be more difficult. I met two people this week. One person told me she works at a gas station, and she told me that she's not going to be able to have Christmas this year because she spent over $1,000 getting her car repaired. And I feel sorry for her. Her kids aren't going to be able to have Christmas. People think Christmas is all about gifts, giving gifts, presenting gifts, receiving gifts, and it's not. It's Google this. The 25th of December used to be a celebration of the sun god. And years ago, the Catholic Church was redoing their calendar, and they added two little letters to their calendar. So instead of being celebration for Son God, it was Son of God. Jesus wasn't born on the 25th of December. Mary was conceived about that time frame. Jesus was born in September. Anyway, I don't want to give you a Bible lesson. I want to show you this clock that I'm going to be working on. But, to me, Christmas is about enjoying your family. And unfortunately, with me being divorced, I haven't been able to enjoy Christmas for 20 years. So it is what it is. Another person I know of, and I don't want to mention any names, but they're not going to be able to enjoy their Christmas because a situation happened, and her husband's in jail and is looking at going away to prison. So anyway, if you have a roof over your head and food in your belly, you're doing a lot better than a lot of other people. This is a clock. It's a wind-up clock, and I'm not for sure where I got this. It says made in Germany right here. I can see right now this piece right here is messed up, and that's got to do with speeding up or slowing down the clock. So I have a container to put my parts in. I need to take this off, because you take this off and you should be able to pull the movement out toward the front. This is what winds it, and you turn it in a clockwise position, and you'll be able to take the winding stem off. This is what sets the hands. And here's another nut over here. And I should be able to pull this movement out from the front once I take this back plate off. And it is a wind-up movement. Now I got to be able to figure out how to take the dial off. So I could take the hands off. And I'm not for sure how to do that. I'm sure it just pulls off somehow. Let me get a small screwdriver out and see if I can pry it off. In doing so, the ring comes off, the glass comes off, now I can take the hands off. And they should just pull right off, but I'm going to use my wire cutters to pull them off. I'm not cutting it, just the shape of the tool is going to allow me to pull it off, just like so. And then the hour hand should come off. Maybe not. If this was a special clock, you'd want to protect the dial. The dial says Mercedes on it. Hour hand is off. This plate should come off. Not for sure how. I think if I loosen these nuts, this silver piece will come off, exposing the movement. Voila. And as you can see, it's taken away. But this plate isn't on all the way correctly, and that's because the tabs are supposed to go through the slot. So I'm gonna take this plate off, and because it's taken away, I'm probably just gonna oil the movement. And now to get to the front, you gotta take these 3 screws off, and that will expose the front of the movement. And you can see it's still ticking away. But if I was to take these 3 screws off, get out the right screwdriver mark, And I'm probably going to get this clock ready and give it away as a Christmas present to one of those people that I just got through telling you about, that their Christmas is gonna suck. There is something right here, and I'm gonna have to get out my eyes to read it. Actually, I might be able to look through this camera to read it. Gebr Hauser. Germany, no jewels unadjusted. But it's ticking away just fine. So I think I'm just going to oil this movement and put it back together. Now I want you to look at this again. Let me take this winding stem back off. Voila. Let me wipe it off. It says Gebr Hauser, no jewels adjusted. Did you hear what I said? No jewels adjusted. But when I flip this thing over, you see that red thing right there? That is a jewel. It should say 2 jewels unadjusted, but it says no jewels unadjusted. There's actually 2 jewels in this thing. There's one here, and then there's one right here on top of the balance wheel. So they marked this thing wrong. If by the way, if a clock or a pocket watch has at least 1 jewel, it's going to have 2 jewels. And it's normally in this escapement system. If you look where the escapement wheel pivot is, which is right here, if you go to the opposite side of that, that's where that jewel is. So there's one here, and there's one right here. But anyway, I'm going to clean up the case. And like I said, I'm probably going to give this away for Christmas. I don't know where I got it. I don't know. I think I probably got it over in England. My friend might have gave it to me, but I want to give it away to somebody for Christmas. So maybe they'll have a better Christmas than nothing. I think I might have said this already, but if not, the dial says Mercedes on it. All back together. I use Clipchamp to edit my videos. And I used to go through Google. Well, they did away with Google. Now they're using Microsoft. And this video, which is an hour and 15-minute video, is not even halfway through, and it's going to take another hour and 15 minutes to finish loading, so I got plenty of time.